So NeNe Leakes is weighing in on Bethenny trying to launch some sort of union for reality stars. Now, if you've been under a rock, Bethenny has been everywhere in the last couple of days, encouraging current reality TV stars to join in when it comes to this actors and writers strike.
Reality stars are the stepchildren, the losers, the mules, the pack horses, the ones that the entertainment industry is going to rely on right now to carry the water and do the heavy lifting when real stars, real A-list Hollywood is on strike.
But according to NeNe, she's like, it's better off if Bethenny does it because when I was talking about it, nobody wanted to listen. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So if you've been under a rock, there is a writers and actors strike that's currently affecting Hollywood. And immediately when we talked about this briefly, I think it was on our Tuesday takeover, people were saying then you're going to see a large influx of reality TV because that's exactly what happened during the last writer's strike. You saw a lot of reality TV content be created, and that filled the void of the scripted genre. Well, leave it to Bethenny Frankel, former Real Housewives of New York star, to say, no, the reality TV stars of everyone really should be striking as well because they really received the short end of the stick when it comes to this TV content. So Bethenny had a lot to say, and she even came up with terms. And the last time that I saw Bethenny this activated is when she launched her nonprofit, This Is a Crisis, and she actually got things done. So I see that she is really trying to galvanize other reality stars to get involved and to put their foot down.
The reality TV reckoning, the new Bethenny clause. Reality stars are the stepchildren, the losers, the mules, the pack horses, the ones that the entertainment industry is going to rely on right now to carry the water and do the heavy lifting when real stars, real A-list Hollywood is on strike. The issues are different than the ones for actors. We are not actors. We are not playing other people. We are not saying the words that are written for us. We are exposing ourselves, our families, our lives, our children. Look at Raquel having an affair. Her life is pretty much ruined, and at what price? Reality television exploits affairs, bankruptcy, falling off the wagon, not really having what you say you have, saying something inappropriate, risking cancellation every single time the camera goes on. I recognize that a young, doe-eyed reality star to be wanting fame at any cost doesn't know what they're signing, and they can't afford a good lawyer, but they'll sign away their entire life just for a chance at fame. So just because Hollywood and the entertainment industry can exploit this green talent, does that mean they should? Contracts are designed to protect talent, not for a gotcha moment, not for a network to then do a side deal with a streamer and you see something that you've said on a show that actually got you fired decades later to the end of time. You lose a family member and the networks start pumping out the content of that family member when they were alive. Look at NeNe Leakes. My divorce. When my divorce was all over the media, let's pump all the Bethenny and Jason footage we can to the end of time. I recognize that nurses and teachers and minimum wage employees think this is ludicrous because they are also not treated fairly. I acknowledge that. It is not fair. This is a separate, very particular matter where people's names and likenesses are used and exploited forever. Clips of shows shown on YouTube that cost nothing to post that networks make money on. Merchandise, ancillary income that streamers and networks make money on. Talent never sees it. We build the intellectual property.
Sidebar. Is something going on between Bethenny and Andy? Because look, when she was asked about this on Entertainment Tonight, Bethenny was like, she was sort of like a humming because she knows that Andy Cohen doesn't fall in the realm of being a reality star. Yes, he's the star of Watch What Happens Live, but he really is an executive. He's a producer. He is one of the people that she's talking about. But this is also, I guess, was her real life friend. But after she released the Jill Zarin podcast the same day as the Roni situation, after some of the things that she said recently about being a part of reality TV, although not untrue, I feel like that friendship might be on thin ice. Might be on thin ice. But what Bethenny is saying, no matter how you feel about Bethenny, is 100% true. And I'm so glad that someone is spearheading this, specifically her. And this is what I was talking about when we were talking about Kandi staying on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was like, Kandi, you have no control over how your image, how they want to come at you is. And you have a lot more to lose than anyone that's on this show, like Marlo. Well, in response to this, so Bethenny has been reaching out, and people have been reaching out to her on how they can get involved and how they can actually do something. It looks like they're trying to start a union. I'm just shocked at how many years of reality television, like 20 plus years of reality television, and still there is no sort of like union. And I think it's partially because a lot of times these reality stars end up getting into acting, so they sign up being, a part of the acting unions and things like that. Well, it shouldn't be a surprise to me, because if we're having writers and actors striking, and I don't know if you've seen some of the stories that some of these actors that you know and love, and they're talking about like, well, this is the reality. I know you guys are fully entertaining. You think that we're making millions off of this content. All of your favorite actors, not the big ones, but the ones that you always see in these sort of like guest roles and things like that. If you really break down the math of how much they're getting paid, you would see how unfair this is, especially when you look at how much these executives, including Andy Cohen, are paid. All right. So when Bethenny started all of this, a lot of people, were mentioning what NeNe has been saying. And, she sued the network for discrimination. That has since been dismissed. According to my exclusive sources, word on the street is that it's in mediation. Well, now NeNe has taken to her Instagram story to say that I think what she's doing is great. I don't think I will get far by saying anything.
So many people are asking me my opinion about the things that Bethenny is saying on her social media about the actors' strike and how it affects reality stars and things of that nature. I'm even getting requests to do interviews. Listen, here's my opinion in a really quick nutshell. Bethenny has an advantage that I do not have. So with that said, Bethenny can say things and people will get it and they'll understand it. For a very long time, I have said that there's a lot of unfair treatment in different areas of the reality workspace. Reality stars do not receive benefits. They don't have any health benefits, any residuals. There's no union for reality stars. All of those things you see, even with myself, when you see all of the memes and stuff that's out there, the way your likeness is used over and over and over and over again, and you don't get one red penny. I don't get a penny for all of those memes that you say out there. I am a part of Screen Actors Guild, so I do receive benefits on that side. Again, your likeness is used over and over and over and over again. They can run these shows for years and years and years and years and years, and you still will not get a dime from it. So I rest my case. I don't want to say too much more about it. I will let you guys see Bethenny's video. I feel like she will be supported a lot more than I would be supported. So good luck, everyone.
I will leave it in her hands to do that. But I've been saying this. People use memes about me. They're still using my image and likeness. And I told you this. Remember, all of you, well, not all of you. Some of you were like, well, when they erased NeNe from that episode, well, NeNe asked them to not use her image. And NeNe's appeal, she won where they can't use her image. And I said, hold on. That is a lie. Look, I'm not new to this, okay? I was like, no, I believe based on the reality space, they could use her image no matter which way that they wanted. So partially them not using her image was being petty. Partially them not using her image, they probably were just like, we are trying to erase your memory at this point. Because I said to you, I was like, they could easily use NeNe's image. She has literally signed off on that. She has no right to that. And she's not paid for that. And that's the big thing that Bethenny has been saying in her interviews and the video that she posted about this. Even Bethenny, who has done very well from being on reality TV, all of what is happening, the trauma, the drama, the successes, the entertainment, all those moments on reality TV in syndication, these reality stars are not making money. Unlike some of these actors on some of your favorite shows that were getting, some were getting good residuals, some were not getting good residuals. Mandy Moore from This Is Us, she said she remembers receiving a residual check of a penny for This Is Us. I know what you're saying. Well, she was paid very well for the show. But here's the thing. How much are the networks and the executives in production being paid in residuals for that same show? Some might say Mandy Moore's role on that show, her acting, is far more priceless and more important than an executive that just said, all right, here's the money. And who's probably made that money 10 times over from that show. So I'm so glad that we are at least having this conversation when it comes to reality stars, because everyone said once this writer strike and now actor strike started that, oh, we're going to see a large influx of reality TV. Well, now Bethenny has thrown a wrench in the situation and she's trying to galvanize the other reality stars not to play. So what exactly does that mean? Well, there will always be, especially in the reality space, there will always be new reality people that want to get into reality TV. And I'm not going to fault them for that because I'm not paying their bills. A lot of people are doing this as a money grab. This is why you have networks like Zeus and things like that. Everybody has different financial situations, and I'm not going to judge. However, there are certain reality stars that if they decide, I'm not going to film for this season, it will affect a show. It will affect a network. And will this force the hand of these executives that, according to word on the street, allegedly, they are ready to bleed these writers and actors dry until they come running back to them? So you may not like Bethenny, but when she gets activated for a cause, like when she was doing for charity, she did some amazing work. And that's why I always give Bethenny the benefit of the doubt. I feel like this movement that she's trying to do in the reality space is long overdue. Guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts, especially because I know we have actors and writers and reality stars that follow and probably didn't believe they had a voice until Bethenny started speaking. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.